Dear students, in this lecture we will see about steady state errors and error constants. This is an extremely important aspect of system performance, for it would be meaningless to design for dynamic accuracy if the steady output differed substantially from the desired value for one reason or another. The steady state error is a measure of system accuracy. These errors arise from the nature of inputs, type of system, and from non-linearities of system components such as static friction, backlash, etc., and are generally aggravated by amplifier drifts, aging, or deterioration. The steady state performance of a stable control system is generally judged by its steady state error to step, ramp, and parabolic inputs. So, we'll consider a unit feedback system which has been shown here. You can see this is a unit feedback system which has been shown here. The input is R of S, output is C of S, feedback signal is B of S, and the difference between input and output is E of S. Okay. So taking this system, we'll find the steady state error and error constant. So C of S by R of S will be equal to G of S divided by 1 plus G of S. So which will be C of S equal to E of S into G of S. E of S is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus G of S into R of S. The steady state error ESS may now be found by use of final value theorem. So making use of final value theorem, the steady state error may be determined, which is given by ESS is equal to limit s tends to infinity c of t. So limit s tends to 0 s e of s. So this will be limit s tends to 0 s r of s by 1 plus g of s. So this equation shows that the steady state error depends upon the input r of s and the forward transfer function g of s. So the expression for steady state errors for various types of standard test signals are as derived. So I'll repeat. The steady state error ESS may be found by use of final value theorem. So ESS is equal to limit t tends to infinity E of t. So this will be equal to limit s tends to 0 s E of s. So which will come equal to limit s tends to 0 s R of s by 1 plus g of s. This is taken to be equation 5.24. Okay. Now, when we see this equation, It shows that the steady state error depends upon the input R of S and the forward transfer function G of S. So the expression for steady state errors for various types of standard test signals are derived below. 1. For unit step input, input is equal to R of t is equal to U of t. So R of S is 1 by S. Therefore, from above equation of 5.24, ESS will be equal to limit S tends to 0, 1 divided by 1 plus G of S. So this will be equal to 1 divided by 1 plus G of 0, which will come equal to 1 divided by 1 plus Kp. So where Kp is equal to G of 0, which is defined as position error constant. Next we'll see about unit ramp, which is velocity input. So input is equal to R of t is equal to t, or R dot t is equal to 1. So R of S is equal to 1 by S square. So from above equation 5.24, ESS is equal to limit S tends to 0, 1 divided by S plus SG of S, which will be equal to limit S tends to 0, 1 divided by SG of S, which is equal to 1 by kV. So where kV is equal to limit S tends to 0, Sg of S is defined as velocity error constant. Velocity error constant. Next, third one is unit parabolic, which is acceleration input. So input R of t is equal to t square by 2, or R double dot t is equal to 1. So R of S is equal to 1 by S square. So ESS is equal to limit S tends to 0, 1 divided by S square plus S square G of S. So limit S tends to 0, 1 divided by S square G of S is equal to 1 divided by K, where K is equal to limit S tends to 0, S square G of S, which is defined as acceleration error constant. Next we will see about types of feedback control system. So whatever is the open loop transfer function of a unity feedback system can be written in two standard forms. One is time constant form and one is pole zero form. So in these two forms, G of S is as given below. G of S is as given below. So you can see this equation. G of S is equal to K into bracket T Z1S plus 1 close bracket into T Z2S plus 1 divided by S raised to N into bracket TP1S plus 1 into TP2S plus 1. This is in time constant form, which they have labeled equation 5.2. So this can be equal to K dash into bracket S plus Z1 into S plus Z2 divided by S raised to N into bracket S plus P1 into S plus P2, which is pole zero form. The gains in these two forms are related by K is equal to K dash pi I Zi divided by pi j pj. Pi j pj. So for these two forms of GS with the gain relation of above equation, it is sufficient to obtain steady state errors in terms of the gains of any one of the forms, but we'll be using the time constant form. Then in equation 5.28 involves the term S raised to N in the denominator. So you can see it involves the term S raised to N in the denominator, this first equation, okay, in the denominator, which corresponds to integrations in the system. As S tends to 0, this term dominates in determining the steady state error. Control systems are therefore classified in accordance with the number of integrations in the open loop transfer function g of s as described below. First one is type 0 system. So in case of type 0 system, n is equal to 0. The steady state errors to various standard inputs which will be obtained from equation 5.25, 5.26, 27 and 28 are ESS position is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus g of 0 which is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus k which is equal to 1 divided 1 plus kp. ESS velocity is equal to limit s tends to 0 1 divided by s g of s is equal to infinity. ESS acceleration is equal to limit s tends to 0 1 by s square g of s is equal to infinity. So it is said that a system with n is equal to 0 or no integration in g of s has a constant position error, infinite velocity and acceleration errors. The position error constant is given by the open loop gain of the transfer function in time constant form. Second is type 1 system. If n is equal to 1, the steady state errors to various standard inputs are ESS. This is type 1 system. If n is equal to 1, the steady state errors to various standard inputs are ESS position is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus g of 0 which is 1 divided 1 plus infinity will come equal to 0. ESS velocity is equal to limit s tends to 0 1 divided by s g of s which is equal to 1 by k which is equal to 1 by kv. ESS acceleration is equal to limit s tends to 0 1 by s square g of s which is infinity. So, a system with n is equal to 1 or with 1 integration g of s has 0 position error, a constant velocity error and an infinite acceleration error at steady state. Next we will go for type 2 system. If n is equal to 2, then it is type 2 system. The steady state errors to various standard inputs are or this is of type 2 system. ESS position is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus g of 0 which is 0. ESS velocity is equal to limit s tends to 0 1 divided by s g of s which is equal to 0. ESS acceleration is equal to limit s tends to 0 1 by s square g of s which is equal to 1 by k which is equal to 1 by k. Okay, so a system with n equal to 2 or 2 integrations in g of s has 0 position error, 0 velocity error and a constant acceleration error at steady state. So this has been summarized in a tabular form which shows here. This table gives the steady state errors for various inputs and system types. So type of input is unit step, unit ramp, unit parabolic. Type 0 system, type 1 system, type 2 system, what are the steady state errors which has been put in tabular form. Now, if it is a non-unity feedback system where it has been shown in this figure, so this is non-unity feedback system. The difference between the input signal R of S and feedback signal B of S is the actuating error signal EA of S which is given by this equation. EA of S is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus G of S H of S into R of S which is taken equation 5.34a. Therefore, the steady state actuating error is ESS is equal to limit S tends to 0 S R of S by 1 plus G of S H of S. So, the error constants for non-unity feedback systems may be obtained by replacing g of s by g of s, h of s as shown in this table. As shown in this table. Then whatever are the error constants Kp, Kv and Ka describe the ability of a system to reduce or eliminate steady state error. When the type of system becomes higher with increasing number of integration, then progressively more steady state errors are eliminated. Although it appears that there is no limit to the number of integrations, type 0, -1 and -2 are most commonly employed systems in practice. Whereas higher than 2 type systems with more than 2 integrations are not employed in practice because of two reasons. One is these are more difficult to stabilize. Second, the dynamic errors for such system tend to be larger than those for type 0, -1 and -2, although the steady state performance is desirable. Then the disadvantage of error constants is that they do not give information on the steady state error when inputs are other than the three basic types step, ramp, and parabolic. Well, another difficulty is that the error constants fail to indicate the exact manner in which error function change with time. Then the dynamic error may be evaluated using dynamic error coefficients, which is a concept generalized to include inputs of almost any arbitrary function of time. Okay, we'll stop here.